drinking my cola from the fridge is freaking awesome. I love super cold cola. So actually it's pretty late here, but I'm not super tired. But I'm also not really in the mood of playing like, you know, a big game. So I was like, let's just play around Lost Sea. I really want to play the limited run games a bit more because, you know, all the other games have been piquing my interest. So I haven't really been able to play the limited run games. I'm gonna hit sucker. Too slow. Too slow, ho ho. So Gamescom is this weekend and I would love to go, but pretty much like every year no one wants to go with me, and that really sucks. My gaming group, like my friends, I've said it a couple of times that I only really have like 2 friends who are into gaming, and one of them is not particularly gaming that much. What's up, Reggie? Holy shit! That is definitely unexpected. To have the amazing Radical Reggie on my stream. That's a huge honor. What's up, guy? Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about, because I still don't have my phone. I have like this really slow Samsung. So here's the thing. The physical master race, I started it out like when I'm going to make a new episode, I actually need games. You know, I cannot just make a physical episode and then talk about the games that I already talked about. So first up, I need to search, and developers or publishers need to announce new indie games getting physical releases. And if I have like 10 or 15, then I can finally make a new episode. I'm not really someone that likes for every 2 game I make a video. You know, I'm not like that. I'm like waiting for 10 or 15 games, and then I can make episode number 5. So that could take a while, or on Gamescom they're gonna announce a lot of shit. I don't know. What the fuck is that? So Reggie, you have to wait until new games are being announced, because I pretty much already talked about every indie game that are getting a physical release as of right now. I think I showed you 5 games that I found out, and that's it. I haven't found anything else. So that's how it works. So when I have a couple of new games, and then I can finally make a new episode. Who's talking to me? Holy shit. But it's definitely a huge honor that you're so excited to watch a new episode. That you can bear with my super bad English. Did you get this game, by the way, from Limited Run? You should play it. This game is awesome. I didn't expect it to be this good. I actually knew almost nothing about this game, but I saw a stream where Limited Run Dog and stuff were playing it. I'm like, holy shit, this is pretty cool. So I was really interested. And when I finally played it, I'm like, oh, this is really good. And it's all random based, so it's cool. Gilgun. Ah, you got it. So did you play it? And I don't know what Gilligan's Island is. It's like a retro game? Or like on the PS1 and the PS2, there's still so many games that I don't know. So there are so many games that I don't know of. You know, with the PS3 and also pretty much the PSP, I pretty much know all the games. You know, I lived through it when they got announced. But with PS1 and PS2, I was too young to check out all the games that came out. That's really cool. So you have school. That's interesting. What do you learn for? What's your... What class do you take? Oh, it was a show. Okay. And sailed away. Yeah, this is actually pretty much like this. Oh, you are at school. Radical Red. But this live stream seems to be more important. This live stream is not important. So what do you study? That's the word, study. Oh, I already done this. Well, oh yeah, that's the map. So this map is like totally random. Like, as you can see, you have these, I don't know how they're called. They're not squares, but these tiles. And these tiles can all be totally random every time you play. Because this is a roguelike kind of action RPG. And when you die, you pretty much die. General education. So are you studying for giving general education at another school? Or you are learning general education? Because that's something you learn when you're like 5 and 6, right? Well, that doesn't mind. Not that I'm such a smart ass. That sounds sad when you die. Yeah, you pretty much die. And you can collect tablets throughout the world. And when you die, the amount of tablets you found gives you an extra boost for the next playthrough, giving you more XP and more money, so that you're a bit stronger and you can actually obtain other survivors, and they have special skills, so they can help you out. But they don't really fight with you. That kind of sucks. They don't really fight, but they can get hurt. And you can get up to 3 other survivors in your group, so it gets a little bit annoying when they die a lot and you can't do anything about it. That's really annoying. As in sausage in ours. As I said, I'm not really a smart ass, so I have no idea what that means. You know, associates in arts. As in associates in arts. Because the American learning system is a bit different than we have here in Holland. We also don't really have college where you actually go away from home and, you know, live in a college house for years. You have that, definitely, but not as much. Like, they're called students, and we have like a student apartment. But, you know, Holland isn't really a big country, so, you know, you can always go home. It doesn't matter where you are. Of course, I think in the United States is, of course, a lot bigger. And you definitely should play this game. I'm serious, this game was really good. I was really unexpected. And this is like the forest level, and when you beat it, you get to like a savanna, no desert area, and I bet you have like a blizzard, you know, a snow area, and I don't know, maybe a volcano area. Find crew with locksmith skills. Yeah, I actually haven't found a crew at all. Oh, there's a crew. Ta-da! And he has a locksmith. That's pretty good. So they can boost your health and they can boost your attack, but they don't participate in the assault. So that's kind of weird. Ah, this is health pack. It's pretty cool. By the way, if you're still watching, Sudesco just released Among the Sleep in the United States, physical for the PS4. It was on their American Facebook page. So if you're interested in that game, and I don't know that much about the game, I still need to pick it up, but it seems interesting. So, oh wait, there's a tablet. That's where we release that. Oh! Okay. Let me know how the game is, by the way, because I really run one review for that game, and it says that it's like more like a baby walk simulation where you see the world in a baby's eyes. So that was really weird. So I'm not really sure if it's like a horror game or a puzzle game. I just know that it definitely looks interesting. Like all the Sudesco games, just like Rising Star, they look pretty interesting. They have a really good taste on which games they want to release and which games they don't want to release. I do remember that Sudesco actually had a poll a couple of months ago where they pretty much asked the viewers, like, you know, which game would you see a physical release of? And there were big name games like Axiom Verge, Soma. So hoping that one of these games will get a physical release by then. That would be cool. Really cool. Yeah, well, a toddler, isn't a toddler like a baby, or is a toddler when after the baby? Because we have like, we call it a puter, like 1, 2 years. So it's more like a horror game. Okay, that's interesting. By the way, did you know that Sudesco has this mystery RPG, like a big RPG, they're saying? And they released like a screenshot that like every one of their releases have this limited run sticker, and it has the colors of the game. And the color was white with blue. And there were actually people on the forums that made a really good suggestion on 2 games. One of them was Mystery Chronicles. It's from Chunsoft. It's on Chunsoft. It's already on Steam, but this is the next version. And it's like a mix between Half Minute Hero and a roguelike RPG. Oh, you cannot actually do that. So that's pretty big if that's true. And another one was saying like, no, it is Citizens of Earth, because it also has blue and white. So that's actually pretty interesting that one of these 2 games could be released physical from limited run games. You know, Chunsoft is pretty big, and I think that the other game is from Atlas, Citizens of Earth, so that's pretty big too. Should get the tablet to the hideout. Yeah, so we call it a peuter, a toddler. My niece is my niece. Yeah, my niece is 1 year old, so she's still a baby, I think, or like a peuter. I don't know, whatever. My nephews are actually going to be 6 years old this Friday. This weekend I have a lot to do. Not much time for gaming. My brother is his birthday. He's going to be 27. God damn it, he's old. Even though I'm 29, but whatever. And Saturday, the birthday of my nephews. Very cool. Okay, so where should we go? We should go get. No, don't do that. Where's the mini map? I don't see a mini map. That's weird, actually. Kelsey's, well, I don't know her, but Kelsey definitely seems like a really cool gamer girl. Like, she's like, well, she seems, because I don't know her, she seems like a really a geek, like in a good way. Like, I am a geek and you're a geek. But I still need to find out who her boyfriend is. I'm so gonna kill him. I'm super jealous. He's super cute. I actually thought that video was pretty funny, where people were saying that Miaaauw Jesus Rocks let her stand on the box. You could actually pretty see that she was standing on the box, because you saw with her shape of her body that she's really small, and Miaaauw Jesus, I think, is really pretty long. So it was kind of funny how big the difference is. She looks like a child compared to him. How big is he actually? Because I'm actually I'm a small guy too. Because in my country, in Holland, most guys are like I don't know how much the feet is or inch, but in centimeters, most guys are like 185, 190 centimeters, and I am 175. So I'm actually a small guy. It's kind of annoying. Jason's around 6'2". I think that 6'2" is pretty long, right? Because I have no idea how long that is. But in centimeters, I don't know. But I'm actually a small guy too. It's kind of annoying sometimes. Definitely when you want to see something like in festivals or in October, there's going to be pretty much the biggest gaming festival here in Holland. And it's so annoying when you want to see something, but everybody's taller than you, so you have to like try and almost climb on these guys. It's really annoying. And a lot of the buildings here are actually really tall. I don't like that at all, but so sometimes I feel like a tiny guy. Luckily, I have such big muscles that nobody sees it that I'm small. I'm super jealous, by the way, that you hang out with Miaaauw Jesus and Kelsey. I'm so jealous. Yay! What's that? Well, tablet. The only thing that they could have done a little bit better in this game is the soundtrack, because you've pretty much been hearing the same soundtrack over and over and over again. It's not that bad, but it gets a little bit annoying. Just a tiny bit. Oh, there's Yeah, that's true. I mean, the soundtrack is definitely pretty good. I'm not complaining at all. But I wish it has a little bit more tracks. Do you have this in the United States? It's Coca-Cola Vanilla. I don't know if you can see it. Stupid low resolution can like vanilla. There's also Cola Cherry, and there actually was a competition years ago between vanilla and Cherry won. And I'm like, what? This is so much better. I actually don't like Cherry at all. I think it's pretty disgusting. How can you like that? Vanilla is awesome. I wish you would do more videos. I'm not really suggesting which type of videos, but I'm actually doing quite a lot. But at the moment I cannot make any videos because I record my videos from my Sony Z4 mobile phone, and it's broken. So I cannot record any videos at the moment. But I make quite a lot of videos. But you know what? Like, this is my. Even I am thinking that's really annoying. That if I'm gonna make a video, I want it to be at least slightly interesting for people to watch. So I always try to get something interesting. You know, like the PS4 Neo, Slim, an interesting Japanese game that came out. And I'm not really sure if you saw a couple of my new reviews, like Star Ocean, Odin Sphere, and I just made Ultratron review. That's actually a new style of review that I'm making, that where I record gameplay, I write down on paper, literally word by word, what I want to say. I say that on a cam, on my other cam that has better audio than the mobile phone, and then I press the video and the audio and then edit it, and it's a lot better than I used to do it. When I used to make reviews from games, I just out of my head talk about the game, and I always fucked up, really. I was talking like 20 minutes, and when you see the 20 minutes at the end, you're like, what the fuck was he saying? But that's really annoying, you know, because I don't really know the language that much. You know, I can't speak it fluid. And I'm just actually with my own language saying, it's really annoying that I backtrack a lot. Okay. So I start talking about graphics, and when I'm done talking about graphics, I'm actually already somewhere else. So it's really annoying. And I found a new way of making videos, and I think it's a lot better, like a lot better. Also, in the 3 minutes that I make a review, I can actually say more than I can in like half an hour. And I'm actually not really into depth. I don't really talk about all the gameplay aspects or whatever. I also call it like basic reviews, where I pretty much talk about, you know, the storyline is all about this, and is it good, yes or no? You know, the gameplay, it's an action adventure, is it good, yes or no? Because I think that if you want to have an in-depth, really good review, there are dozens of gamers out there, or YouTubers out there, that do a much better job than me. But, you know, people that watch my channel or fan, whatever, I guess they respect my opinion. You know, they know that I'm a real fan of games, that I'm a huge fan of RPGs. So that if I say that the game is good, then the game is good. You know, if the game sucks, then you most probably shouldn't play it. Or if you're like a giant ass fan of the game, like I say that Call of Duty sucks, so you shouldn't play it. Even though Call of Duty is alright, but it's not that special. Holy shit, that must be a really old video. The PC area. Holy shit, the bookcase is just... Thanks a lot, that's really cool that you actually say that. That's really cool. Thanks a lot. But on the bookcase, did you check out when it was? Because I can show you. Wait, I want to. This is really annoying because I have like a tower where I'm wrapped around. Like, check it out. This was actually my original bookcases for games, right? And this, the PS2 era, PS1, and the new television and the Japanese era are the ones that I added last year. So I'm not really sure if in the video this is what I meant, because this is what I added. And there in the distance is actually the PC era, and that's pretty much the same. Look at the motherfucking awesome T-Fine era. Oh, so awesome. So I'm not really sure if that's what you mean, but that's what changed. And I think I have I definitely don't have enough room. But for at least this year, I have enough. What's up, Invisible Jim? What's up, Lorak? Yeah, Reggie's here. Super cool, aren't they? Super cool. I'm so honored that Reggie is on my freaking stream. If you can actually see the Metal Jesus Rocks video, Reggie, you can actually see me comment about me saying how awesome you are. Like one of the first time that I saw a video with you was like a game pickup video with Metal Jesus. It's pretty cool. So I'm super honored that you're in my stream. Like super honored. Super cool. Like a low loop YouTuber like me having a big guy. It's pretty cool. But I have to go to hideout and upgrade and get the tablet. And yeah, I always love to help out people, and definitely people who are interested in smaller indie games that they want to buy physical. I always help out people. I would love to do that. Of course. The more people know about physical games, the better. Well, I've actually got a lot of player skills. That's great. I don't think I have a leadership. Unlock the second free slot. Actually, a lot of upgrades. We have another one, so we have to pick that one up. Yep. It's actually the last one. Okay. Yeah, me too. I think everybody knows Reggie and like Kelsey. And was it Kinsey, the other girl from Metal Jesus? Metal Jesus is actually also one of my favorite YouTubers. He's really cool. Actually, yesterday I saw a couple of his Gamers Eat videos. That was really cool to watch. I don't know why. Welcome back. There are some fans. Invisible Jim. Yes, I do. Like the PC era that I showed, that's going away. and that's actually the wall scrolls of Eras and Tifa, and the entire wall where the PC era is right now is going to be just like this. And that's gonna create room for around 1,500 more games. Then in total I have room for like 4,000 games, and that's enough maybe for even a lifetime, I don't know. And if that fills up, I have no idea. Really, I have no idea. Then I'm full. Like, I have a pretty big living room for Dutch standards, but eventually it will fill out. You know, it's not infinite or whatever. But 4,000 PlayStation games, that's a lot. New house? No. Seriously, I really like this house. This is like a small house. It's cheap. That's number one. It's super cheap. And that's why I actually can afford to spend so much money on games.
Okay.
Because this house is super cheap. You know, I don't have this financial stress that a lot of people have. Like, you know, can I pay my rent, whatever. I don't have that. Even if I would lose my job and get government funds, I can still pay my rent, eat, and at least buy 1 or 2 games. Of course, I don't want to lose my job. I really like my job. But nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. You know, I'm 29, almost 30. So I think almost no one has one job for their entire life. So I don't know if I'm going to have that. And I think that's also why I stopped saving so much. I actually saved a huge amount every month. Because I was always worried about the future, but nowadays I don't do that anymore. I still save a bit, but not that much. Because I'm like, you know, I'm living right now. I don't want to brag, but I have enough saved up. And I'm like, now it's time to, you know, get more funds for my love and my passion, and that's of course gaming. So I feel old too. Or are you older than 30? Because I'm freaking 30 years old almost, like 3 months. I'm like, what? I remember when I was 18 years old, and now I'm 30, like, what? And I feel 12. I feel like a kid. Seriously, I feel like a kid. Sometimes, like, this is gonna happen when I'm gonna buy Final Fantasy 15. I will walk, I will run up, because I live 7 high. I'm gonna run up, I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna scratch out the game and pop it in my PS4. Like, that's what I'm gonna be like a 12-year-old kid. That is how I buy new games. Definitely a game where I waited 10 years for. So Square Enix, you better not fuck up the game. This is definitely their last chance. This is Square Enix's last chance to make up for the horrible Final Fantasy 13. Last chance. Invisible Jim, then you are lucky. And you can do what you want to do, but take my advice. Don't spend all your time on gaming. Go out, make friends, find a nice girl, whatever. Don't be stupid like me and play games. Even though when I was 18, I actually started going out. I remember the first time I went into a disco, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I saw all these girls almost half naked. I'm like, this is how I really walked in a disco. Actually, oh yeah, Leaf Island. So leave the island because you've done everything here. You pick up medium or medium. So pick up one. I actually don't know what these monkey signs are. Reggie, are you still here? Reggie, are you still here? Hello? He left us without saying goodbye. He's still there. I'm also going to play Gravity Rush. No, Gravity Rush 2. I actually bought my best friend Gravity Rush Remastered for her birthday. Because not only did it sell another copy, then she also can play the game and hope she's gonna like it. And maybe she's gonna buy the new one too. Invisible Jim, I remember when you were 20s. Holy shit, and you've been subscribed to me a long time. Thanks a lot for your ongoing support. I hope you like the new direction that I did with the reviews. Making it a lot smaller, a lot basic, but a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, when I was around 26, that's quite funny. That's 4 years ago right now, so 40 years. 2016, 2002, yeah. That was actually, I won't say the end, but that was my top point of bodybuilding. You know, I was using stupid stuff that you shouldn't use, and I was getting pretty freaking big. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But when I go out, I always felt like a freaking bodyguard. Because I was in this group with these, you know, these pretty guys, and they're cool guys, but we really had a group full of pretty guys, and I was the only not so pretty guy, but I was the biggest of them all. So we were always surrounded with a lot of good-looking girls, and always when there was a fight or something happened, I always felt like the need to defend these girls. So I really felt like a bodyguard. And I'm actually doing it right now. It's pretty stupid. It's really stupid when you think about it. Not that I got into fights or whatever. I don't like fighting, but that's how I felt. But yeah, at that time I was training a lot. I'm actually still training, but not that much anymore. I did it for like 6 months. You know, I had a little, not depression, but a little down. I was a little down at the beginning of the year. But I got through it by working out again and training again. But definitely not as good as I did back in the day. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Someone that actually checked out my channel when I was 26. So I'm 30 almost. I'm old. I'm old woman. I have a key for a door. No. Just writing a report. This Friday, the new limited run games. I'm super excited. Shadow Complex, Rainbow Moon. Definitely Shadow Complex. I checked out their stream. It was so good. It reminds me of Metal Gear Solid, actually. It's really weird. Like mixed with the Metrovania style game, like Symphony of the Nights. It was really good. So I'm really excited for Shadow Complex. I'm actually, today, because like every Tuesday I have friends coming over and I make dinner for them, or they make dinner, or we get something, and we check out a series. At the moment we're watching Heroes. We're at season 4 right now. So I don't really have that much time, but today I started actually making a list of all the games that I'm gonna buy at launch this year and how much it's gonna cost and whatever. I actually did that on the PS3 a lot. I had this huge list of all the games that are coming out, and but I didn't do it this time, so I did it again because, you know, I've been talking about this quite a lot for October. There are too many games coming out, and my gaming heart is going to cry, but I don't want, or I do want, but I shouldn't be buying all these games. All these $60, €60 games when I can only play one at a time. So, you know, I already have 8 games that are coming, so it's really only going to be Glass Guardian and World of Final Fantasy, so no Sword Art, shameful, you know. But it definitely is going to not making me such freaking expensive month. Promo 88, hey Claude, have you picked up Fairy Fencer F for PS4 that got released recently? Well, I actually have Fairy Fencer F for the PS3, and I started playing that like 20 hours, then I learned about the expansion or the updated version, and then I was like, I actually love the game. That's what I want to say. This is the first Compile Hearts game I actually really liked. Like, Omega Quintet sucks, but Fairy Fencer F is a really good game. But I was like, you know, whatever, I'm gonna wait for the updated version. This is it. I am not going to spend $60 on just an updated version of an old game. So I'm gonna wait for a price drop, and then I'm definitely going to buy it. Definitely. Oh yeah, Invisible Jim, I really enjoy your reviews, thanks a lot. I bought 2 games because of your words, actually, Ziggurat and Grand Kingdom. That is really, really awesome to hear. You know, that's the only reason why I make videos. It's not of having subs or whatever. It's really about spreading the word, trying to convince people to buy certain games that they wouldn't buy if no one would tell them. So that's really cool. Ziggurat is super awesome. That's also one of these games where I played it, I'm like, oh shit, this is cool. This is really cool. And Grand Kingdom is also one of the best made RPGs this gen. The quality is really high, actually. I haven't played it for quite a time. I played it so much that I'm actually a little bit burned out on it. I spent like 40 hours with the game, and I'm just a little bit burned out on the game. I think the combat system is awesome. The combat system is super cool, but it gets really repetitive and in a more annoying way. Like Dynasty Warriors is repetitive, but you can play that game for one battle and that's cool, and then you don't play it. Where I still think that an RPG, you know, you have to play it longer. And so I'm kind of burnt out at the moment, but Grand Kingdom is super cool. I actually should play Ziggurat from time to time, but the game is cool. It actually looks good, plays good, runs good. I was really surprised at how good Ziggurat is, and this is something that I was thinking about and I actually talked about in a couple of my streams, but you know, a lot of them I just delete. Is that at the end of this gen, in 5 years out of this gen, when you're gonna have hidden gem videos for the PS4, because, you know, I want to say Xbox One too, but most those physical indie games are for PS4. But whatever, just overall hidden gem videos. You're going to see a lot of indie games, a lot of RPGs, and a lot of indie games. In my opinion, the big Western games, you know, the AAA games from the West, like EA, Activision, they kind of, not all of them suck, but they're generic. Like, seriously, what do we have this generation that we didn't have last generation? Battlefield, Call of Duty, shooting games, football games, Madden games. You know, yes, we have Lords of the Fallen, that's cool. You have the Division, online only, you cannot play it when the servers go down, so that doesn't count. You know, Battlefront, Star Wars, it's a really great quality made game, but online only, you cannot play it in 10 years from now, it's unplayable, so that's also scratched. What do you have? Seriously, what do you have? When you look on a release schedule for the upcoming games, the only interesting games, in my opinion, are the exclusives. And I'm also talking about Xbox, like Halo, Gears of War, ReCore. Those are all the interesting Western games, even though ReCore is Japanese, so scratch that. You know, Horizon looks interesting. Ori and the Blind Forest, I've heard, is a really good game. So what the AAA industry should be is actually what the indie industry is. You know, original games, quality. It doesn't need to be $50 million to make a good game. I think that Shovel Knight was like $50,000, and that game is fantastic. You know, sure, you also have games like Mighty Number 9. How can they fuck that up? But the game is not that bad. It's not really good, but it's not that bad. But you know what I'm talking about. Reggie also knows Dex is coming out physical in Europe, and that is a 2D side-scroller action adventure stealth platform game, and it actually plays like Deus Ex. So you have like augmentations on your body, and you can do stealth, you can go shooting, you can go fighting. It's also, I think, a Metroidvania style game, because you have an open world, I think. I'm not really sure, but that game just, it cries out quality and polish. And you cannot say that that game cost more than $1 million. It's impossible for an indie game. And even check out No Man's Sky. Sure, the game may be mediocre. Maybe, I haven't played it yet. Maybe. But people look at it as a AAA game. And I'm like, hold out. This game is designed by one guy. Sure, he has a team behind him, but he is the guy who thought up about this idea of No Man's Sky. This is a small indie game that got a big publisher. And it's selling a shit ton of units. It's selling more than Bloodborne, where Bloodborne is actually a AAA exclusive. So you are already seeing that indie games are getting, some indie games are getting big publishers, also like Ori from Xbox One, because a lot of these indie games are just better games. It's the truth. The indie community, the indie developers are just make better games. They don't need to think about, oh my god, does Kratos' head has 20 million polygons? Oh my god, does the helm of Master Chief have 20 billion polygons? Oh my god, Does this system have 6 teraflops? They don't need to care about that. They just care about good gameplay, good storyline, you know, having an interesting, ungeneric experience. And I think that AAA developers just don't understand it. They think that graphics matter, and for a lot of people, graphics do matter.
Okay.
But for the real gamers, we don't give a shit. Seriously, I would rather play this than play Call of Duty. I actually enjoy this a lot better than Call of Duty. Call of Duty is it's alright for like an hour or two, and then I'm done. Yeah, Reggie, there's definitely too many games. I talked about that in my stream yesterday. That I have this website, and I always buy their games from them because they're super cheap, and they have 5% discount every time you order their games. And I actually have a personal connection with them. You know, I talk to them on Facebook or whatever. And I was flipping through the games. And I'm like, I still need to buy this one and this one and this one. And I think I saw like 150 games I still need to buy that I'm really interested in. Most of them are indies and Japanese games. I'm like, holy shit, I never had that problem on the PS3. I shit you not. I never had that problem on the PS3. I always was right on track on buying every exclusive or smaller game that got released. I have them all. I almost have a full exclusive library for the PS3. So it's not going to be impossible for the PS4, but it's getting harder and harder. Yeah, even for me, it's impossible to catch up. I cannot do it anymore. This is why didn't he pick up the tablet? Didn't I ask him to do it? Holy shit, I'm already an hour. How late is it? Freaking late! It's almost 1 hour in the midnight in the night here. Actually, I'm not sleepy. That's kind of weird. Hey, treasure. I think if you actually save the game,
okay,
you still need to start over tomorrow. My live feed is blowing up. Where is the bomb? Oh, there's the bomb. Look, I even got a bomb. Overwatch looks like a really cool and solid game, but you know my stance against digital, against online only, and I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna buy it. Maybe if it's got like free download.
Okay.
But no. I think, by the way, there's actually a patch coming up for Battlefront from Star Wars that actually makes you play offline. So it would be cool if they would like release a complete edition that has the offline patch, so that you can actually play the game offline. Because if Battlefront would be playable offline, I would have bought the game. Because my best friend, she bought it, downloadable. I downloaded it from her account, because her account is also on my PS4, and the game is really good. I highly enjoyed the T-fighting, you know, with the starfighters. I was actually pretty good. I have streams on my channel that I was #1 every time. There's actually one game that I was MVP on all the 3. It was like most kills, MVP, best player, and I think most score. That was super cool. I was really good. So if there will be a complete edition from Star Wars Battlefront that has the offline patch, I will definitely buy it. Because the game is high quality, seriously high quality. It looks amazing and runs solid at 60 frames, like holy shit. But it's online only. Reggie, I actually, I don't feel sleepy. That's what I said, I don't feel sleepy. But it's really late, so I know I really need to sleep, because I need to work tomorrow, but I don't feel sleepy. Isn't BlizzCon coming out in like a couple of months or a couple of weeks? Because I do remember, Reggie, when I call myself in sick, it actually costs me money. You know, I love the company where I work at, but that sucks. You get 2 days of not being paid, and every day you're sick after those 2 days, you only get 70%. And I was actually sick 2 weeks ago, and it cost me about $300. So I'm not gonna call in sick. But Lorek, about Diablo, I think that years ago when StarCraft 2 was announced and Diablo 3, they said that they would do an expansion every year. So 1 year StarCraft, the other year Diablo, then StarCraft, then Diablo. And I think that last year was StarCraft, the last one from Protoss. So this year or the next year, there should be another expansion for Diablo, actually. And I'm a huge fan of Diablo. I have Diablo 3 Platinum. I am definitely sick for games. Yeah. I think I have one of the biggest collections in my country. I know one guy who has more than me. And not only more, he has like all the good games. He is, holy shit, his game collection is just holy shit. I will never have that collection. That has to be like tens of thousands of euros he spent on these games. But yeah, I love games, of course. I would say I prefer an expansion, because graphically Diablo 3 still looks good, and a game like this, you know, a top-down view hack and slash game, doesn't need to have Uncharted-like graphics. It needs to have good gameplay, awesome soundtrack, story, you know, gear, of course, and Diablo 3 has it all. So I would rather have an expansion that gives you 10 hours more gameplay. I would love to have a Necromancer. Diablo 2, the Necromancer was my favorite character to play. I loved creating this army of skeletons and stuff. It was really cool. And my favorite character right now on Diablo is actually the Crusader. You know, I love giant armors and giant shields. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, well, Lorek, all the DLC, all the patches, all the expansions that the PC has, the PS4 and the Xbox One also has. I only don't know if you have seasons. I don't think you have seasons on the PS4, on the consoles, but everything else you have. Like all the updates, all the new content you already have. And I think they actually did put out new environments and stuff. I haven't played Diablo in a long time because there are other games to play and I just burned out on it. Me and my friend were playing that game so long. When I got that last trophy with the 500 bounties, I'm like, I did it an entire weekend. I'm like, no more Diablo. Ugh. I dreamed of Diablo. I had nightmares of Diablo. But I would love to play a game that plays like Diablo, but is not Diablo. You know? There's a game on the PC called Path of Exile. I would love to play that on the consoles. So it's like almost random at how I think you can choose your islands, because you have not easy, even though I did just medium. But well, I still think that they are gonna do a real expansion where you actually get a huge amount of new content. They always do that. Rogue Galaxy, I actually have that downloaded on my PS4. I streamed the first hour or two when I played it. I actually played it on the PS2. I loved it. I loved Rogue Galaxy. Never beat the game, but I was being occupied by all the new releases, so I kind of forgot about Rogue Galaxy on the PS4, but Rogue Galaxy is cool. My favorite RPG of all time is Final Fantasy VII, and after that, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy VIII, Breath of Fire 3 is good. I love Tales of Exilia. I love Tales of Systeria. I loved so many games. Holy shit. Alundra was really good. Legend of Cartia was really good. Which RPGs did I play more? Suikoden. I was actually playing Suikoden. Persona 4 is super good. The East games, I love the East. I cannot wait for the new East game to come out on the PS4. I cannot wait. Next year. Hopefully a physical release. I mean a Western release, hopefully. Oh, I can't wait. Celine Dark, I know, but it was $5. I said that in a couple of other videos, that if a digital game would have a good price, like $2-3 or euros, I would buy it. I actually bought quite a lot of downloadable games lately, because they were like €1, €1.70, €2, and Rogue Galaxy was €5. But hear me out on this one. If there are a couple of games on the PSN right now that deserves to be bought, downloadable, that has so much content, so much heart to it, it is Rogue Galaxy, it is Dark Cloud 2, or Dark Chronicles in Europe. These games are worth it. Trust me. These games are... With Rogue Galaxy you have hundreds of hours of gameplay. There is so much stuff to do. And the game actually still looks really good because of the HD filter on it. So I definitely do not regret it. But as I mentioned before, I would love Sony to do like a PS2 Classics physical bundle where you have Dark Cloud 1, 2, and Rogue Galaxy on one physical bundle. You know, a couple of like Rise of the Kasai and the other game, Rise of Kadib Kada, whatever. You know, on a bundle. I don't know, maybe you have, well, you already have like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. You already have that physical for the PS3. But you know, you get my drift. Okay, okay, creepy. You know, I would love to do that beginning physical PS2 games. That would be awesome. Thanks a lot, and I'm actually also going in like a minute or two because I'm getting sleepy and I have to go to work tomorrow too. But alright, thanks a lot for watching, and definitely we'll see you next time. I hope that the limited run games, or at least the Japanese imports and the Asia import that I got, will come this week. I can't wait to play Sengoku Basara and Caldaria's Burst. And Reggie, shut up, I don't want to hear anything about it. I know you have it. I want to play it too. It's gonna be my first real shmup for PS4. It's gonna be cool. The game looks so cool. I actually wanted to import it from PS3, but the game is crazy expensive. It's more than $100. The original called Darius on the PS3. So I was really like, didn't I tell you to shut up? Why would you say that? Now that's cool. That's really cool. Actually, did you see, I don't know if you like that. I can show you one. Let me show you one thing. And then I'm going. Like, where's the fucking game? No, not this game. So, do you see the difference in Asia games? Because I'm actually getting really interested in buying more Asia releases. Because not only are these Japanese games that you'll never see in the West, they also have, look at, I'm actually a huge fan of clean box art. And like, this is the European Uncharted 4 game, and look at this. I hate this. This goddamn line here, where it says, includes bonus multiplayer DLC and reversible cover art. I don't give a shit. This should be a sticker. This annoys the shit out of me. And look at the Asia release. And you know that Caldaria's Burst also has that clean box art. No stuff. No bullshit on it. You have this 18 stuff, but that's with every game. But no sticker, no DLC included, no free patch, nothing. You have a clean game. And I actually see that every Asia game has a clean cover. And by the way, if you don't know it, yes, Shadow of the Beast is physical. For Asia, it's English, totally English. You don't know that you're playing an Asia version. It doesn't have manual though. It doesn't have manual. Not that I really care about manuals, but still. But yeah, actually Uncharted 4 is like one of the better ones here in Europe, that you only have this one. I'm gonna check out if I can see a really bad one. Because I know there are a couple of super bad ones that I really hate. It has like a giant ass sticker on it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, brother, you're lying! I'm not lying. Well, the Japanese ones actually have pretty decent box arts. They're pretty clean. Yeah, like this one, like neck. it says here, not to be sold separate. I hate that. Why? Why isn't just not a sticker? I got my house booby trapped. That is, I think that's a reality that everyone has. You know, I can go from work to home and someone broke in. That could be. But there's only one entrance to my living room and it has a steel door. So it's going to be pretty hard for just a normal burglar to break through a steel door. I don't know, maybe he's super strong, but but that's something that everyone has, everyone. But if somehow someone steals my collection or my house or this apartment gets burned down, I would be pretty depressed, I have to admit. I don't really care about, oh my god, all that money is gone. It's just more like memories are gone. You know, when my hard drive for my PS3 crashed, I was pretty depressed a little bit because I'm like, holy shit, all these memories that I had playing these games are gone. So that's more important. But I kind of live with, if it happens, it happens. I hope it never happens, but if it does, if someone can break through the steel door, then what can I do about it? You've done a really good job. Yeah, that's also something that, like, I have a pretty big friend group, and my friend group knows even more people, and I usually don't let anybody else in my house except for the ones I know where they live and who they are. So, you know, if it happens, it happens. But that is definitely something that I know, you know, don't, like, if people ask me on my work or whatever, like, are you a gamer, do you play games? I'm like, yeah, I play some games, you know, I'm not saying like, yeah, I got like, you know, more than 1,000 games, they're worth $50,000 or whatever, you know, I just say, you know, I play games once in a while. I never let people know that I'm a big gamer, so, but it can happen. You know, it sucks, it can happen. What can you do about it? Nothing. You can't do shit about it. Right, okay, this is a good example, Reggie, this is a good example. If you don't know, Helldivers got a physical release. This is, by the way, a super cool game. Look at this. This is not a sticker. This is printed on the box. It says, included in 4 languages. It's in Dutch, German, comprende, is that Spanish, and include, I have no idea. It says, includes the digital version for PS3 and PS Vita 4 times on the box art. This box art, this beautiful box art, why? Why? And the Asian releases don't have that. I saw your picture of Kadarius Burst, and it looked clean. It looked cool. I really hate that. Why do they do that? Why? Yeah, you have to protect your stuff, but it can always happen. It can always happen. You know, and if it happens, I always think like, if someone robs my house, I truly hope that they are gone before I go in. Because if I would see someone rob my house, like I have a lowered ceiling, I could literally place a body up in my ceiling and no one would notice. So, just saying. Yeah. But I think that robbers, like professional ones, rather go to houses where you have jewels or money instead of games. Like, luckily for me, here in Holland, most people think that games are garbage and worth nothing. Like, let me show this. You won't believe this. Seriously, I got this game for 10 bucks from some random dude who didn't know how much Suikoden 2 is worth. Because they think games are garbage. You know, you're a kid playing this game. I think that in the United States there are a lot more gamers, and the world of gaming is a lot bigger, a lot more known than here in Holland. This country is truly boring. It's literally like what most people do here in this country is work, pay taxes, try to get as many girls as possible every single weekend, get drunk, and go to these stupid hardcore festivals. That is the cool kid. That's stupid. You know, I think at least it's stupid. So, you know, even at my work, they all love like football, you know, European football. Yeah, I would do that. If my house was on fire, I would definitely try to maintain it. But luckily, I don't really have that much that can cause fire. Like, I don't have gas or whatever. Are there any hot chicks in Holland? Dude, there are so many hot chicks in Holland. And they, like, dress... I don't know how it is in United States, but they dress pretty slutty, in my opinion. I mean, I love it, you know, but they have like tight dresses, tight shirts, and they are obsessed with booty here in Holland. Like, when you go to a gym, every girl is doing these ass movements, so a lot of girls have pretty good asses. Yeah, it's pretty great. Because I go to public transport every day, an hour to work, an hour from work, and holy shit, all these girls you see, like, holy shit. You're way too old to talk about that naughty stuff. You know, and Holland is really multicultural. We have almost every sort of people. We have, you know, white, black, Asian, Arabic, Indian. Almost everyone lives here. So there are a huge amount. Did you actually know that, like, the Islamic girls, we call them Islamic girls, but they actually are Arabian girls or Arabic. Those are the girls that mostly look freakingly hot. You don't really have that many burqa, you know, that has really, like, you don't see anything. But these girls, I'm like, these girls have curves. Seriously. They have giant ass, round butts, big boobs. A lot of their faces are really cute. They have this really amazing looking long black hair. I love long black hair. I like Asian girls, by the way. I love Japanese girls. Holy shit. But we have everything here. That's really weird. Everything. Lately, though, there's a lot of hate, you know, against Muslims and stuff. A lot of hate. So it kind of sucks. Whatever. When that dies out, they're gonna hate on Russian people. When that dies out, they're gonna hate on Asian people. You know, the West is always trying to hate on people. And Reggie, you definitely know what it's like to be hated. You know, all that stuff you see in America at the moment. It's so sad, but, you know, if the world would work together, we could do amazing things, but nope. Hating is much better. Yeah. Sling Dark, try some anal. Dude, that is so weird. This is like a gaming channel. You know me as a gamer. Do I really want to talk about that subject? Try some anal, what the fuck? I actually never done that. I don't know why. Russian ladies can be pretty hot. I really like the accents of like a Russian lady. It's really cool. Like sometimes when you hear a girl talk, it's more sexy than the girl itself. I'm like, God damn, your voice is super sexy. And then you look at her like, holy shit, that's not sexy at all. But yeah. I haven't had that many girls. I don't really. It's kind of weird, but I don't really care about it that much compared to most guys. I think. What the fuck did I do? Super television. My television gets on standby mode in like 1 or 2 hours. Just all of a sudden, like I didn't even do anything. But the only girls I had was like a Dutch girl. She was pretty good looking, and she's from Suriname, so I could say like a black girl, because I'm not really sure how you say Suriname in English, but she was pretty cool. She was a gamer. She liked the things that I liked, but at the end it doesn't work out, because I'm actually a loner. I like to be alone. It's actually really weird. I don't want to be alone always, but I do like to be alone. Like if people are around me for too long, I get actually annoyed. And I will never say that people should go away, but I let them know. Like, as you can see, I talk quite a lot. And when I stop talking, that pretty much knows, like, I want you to go. Of course, the girls I would never say though. You know, I have a really small group of real friends that they can always stay with me, and they sometimes do. They sometimes stay overnight and whatever. But a lot of my other friends, they can get annoying after a couple of hours. It's just they're not gamers, so they don't want to talk about games. And you know, I can talk about other stuff besides gaming, but talking about, you know, doing it with as many girls as possible every time gets a little bit boring and annoying. You know, and talk about I drank so much yesterday, I fainted. Oh yeah, that was so good. Can I come visit? Of course you can come visit. Mighty Reggie. Of course. Come visit. Just don't. No. I will definitely not throw you out. You know, like I don't throw out gamers, but I just get annoyed by people really soon. I have like, how do you say it in English? Like I have a really small I get annoyed pretty quick. And people actually get annoyed from me really fast. Because I'm actually kind of an idiot. So, you know, you like me or you hate me. There's no middle way. There's no like, oh, you know, I'm gonna try and like this guy. No, you like me or you don't like me. And I actually like to be honest. So if someone says I don't like you, I don't get angry, I don't get depressed. I'm like, okay, you don't like me, whatever. I know one guy that hangs out with the same group as I do, and I know that guy doesn't like me, and I don't like him. And we can talk, but we don't talk that much because I know I get annoyed and he gets annoyed by me. You know, it's pretty wrong when you go visit my house the first time and you're going in an argument with me about video games and think that you know better than me. You know, that's a wrong start of trying to be friends with me. Going on to an argument about video games. And he definitely lost. He was like, it was years ago, he said, the PS3 is going to be digital only. I'm like, no. He's like, yes, yes. I'm like, no. He's like, yes, yes, they said digital only, blah, blah. I'm like, no. So, I got pretty annoyed by that guy. Yeah, I am actually a happy and funny guy. But you have to see it in the way of a normal person. As I mentioned, most persons here in Holland, they only do drugs, sex, rock and roll, you know, or hardcore music, dance music. You know, these guys care about having 500